home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Akron's offense will take the first swing of the game. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
To the air, it's Finley. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Polk. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Zips are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got it looking for a first. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Zips send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Bulls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like that we
breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Roberson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Morrow. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
That's caught. It's Henderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Henderson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Using his feet to buy time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front, and they're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Offense facing 4th down.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Makes the grab. It's Newell. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And the Zips getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Adams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Zips are moving quickly down the field. It's a draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Finley. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the Zips decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Snow. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The AT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Pulls it in. It's Gant. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Gant. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man. It's Newell. That should be the final play of the first half.
By the tight end. Tackle is made at the 32.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
The Zips will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. To throw, it's Roberson. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got the first down, looking for more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's McMillan. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And some room to work. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Makes the grab. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Gant. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Polk. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body throws add up and wear this defense out.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Roberson. With the catch, it's Henderson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Loses 7. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Polk. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Gant. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking for a man. It's Finley. Hauls it in. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Zips with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The Zips will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. It's Finley. He wants it all. And it's caught. Late touchdown here. Probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.